Back to streaming. I hit the live button, and this is what happened. All right, what is happening specifically? We're 2 minutes in already. Hey, thank you for the follow. 2 minutes in, and we have a event, which is a follow. Thank you for the follow on Twitch. Let me give my just turned on. That was my little introduction music there, but which I created, by the way. I played every single note of that personally. These fingers, and which is why it doesn't get copyright striked. Anyway, and that's good, handy that I had that music around. It was years ago. Welcome to the stream. My stream is 6 days a week, except for Tuesdays. First half of the stream, it's roughly almost 2 hours long, an hour 45. First half of the stream, I'm going to be playing Microsoft Flight Simulator. There's going to be Diet Coke. That's the third element of every single stream. And the second element, of course, is live musical performance. I alternate between the guitar and the piano. Yesterday was guitar stream. Today is piano lounge stream. Going to bring the lounge out. Going to play some of the electric piano sounds on some James Taylor, some Billy Joel, that kind of thing. It's going to be fun. So I hope you guys stick around for it. Or as usual, most people who are watching me on YouTube, I multi-stream to YouTube and to Twitch. Most people on YouTube are watching me on the VODs. So I hope you're having a good time there. Be sure to comment, though. I do read all the comments that are made on my YouTube VODs, my YouTube live VODs. So it's always appreciated. But other than that, I don't make much of a plan. I basically like to not make a plan. Now, I'm still working on a few things, long-term plans, mainly trying to get a flight done with the new Hindenburg Zeppelin. I'm still grokking into that. But not today. I still haven't read the manual, which is 130 pages long. Yeah. But fortunately, most of it is just background information, but still. I don't fly the helicopter too much for a good reason. Dornier's got some problems. I always enjoy the Warhawk and the Mitsubishi Zero. I got so many cool planes, though. I'm just trying to see what I got here. I don't normally fly the biplane. It's just too touchy. I mean, it's fine for stunts, and Microsoft Flight Simulator flight model does not really include all the kinds of stunts you could do in a biplane, like tail sitting and things like that. So the idea of a stunt biplane to me is not so great. I love the Islander. Taking out the Islander is always a fun thing. The Monster NX has got nitrous. It's kind of a booster. And yeah, no, that's too. I've been wanting to take out the Tiger F5 Tiger again because, for one thing, I got it recently, and it comes with all these different liveries, paint schemes, whatever you want to call it. I mean, they're all amazing. Well, some of them are a little on the dull side, but most of them are really incredible looking. And whether there's like 40 or 50 of them. Well, I have duplicates because some of these are the weapons-enabled ones, like these here. So I can add weapons to them, and some are not. But let's try this one. All right. So the first half of my random selection is done. Now the second half is where, but because there's pretty much anywhere in the world, and also it doesn't have to be daytime because I can change the time of day. Sometimes I do like flying around, though, kind of realistic weather and time of day. What do we got? What do we got? How about I could fly around southern France. I guess that's what this is. Ramp, medium. We're going to start it up. So typically what I like to do is start with a cold airplane. Sometimes I have to follow the checklist to figure it out because I got so many planes I don't always remember the startup procedure, which can be quite different on each plane. But this plane, the Tiger, the F5, boy, it'll really get you places. It's so fast. 2 engines and a little plane. 2 powerful afterburnering engines. I believe they're afterburners. It will definitely go supersonic. Late 1950s design, though. One of the original planes of its kind, really. Hope everyone's having a mellow Sunday. It's certainly mellow for me. I'm just enjoying, relaxing and doing whatever we do, flying around, whatever here. We're going to fly around somewhere in France. I should look it up while we're waiting here. I'm doing nothing. I'm going to go to my maps over here, Google Maps. And Toulouse, France. Okay, so the airport is to the northwest, and Toulouse is, basically southern France. It's not southeastern France. It's kind of just southern. All right, we're gonna change the day. It looks kind of cloudy and it's dark, but we're gonna early it up at least. We might be changing the cloud too. I thought it looked like it'd be nicer weather. But let's at least take a look at what it looks like. I like to fly realistic weather. Looks like there's some areas kind of not too far away in which there is viewable air. And besides, we'll stay low, so the deck's pretty high. Let's take a look. Beautiful plane. Let's get close up. I don't think I've tried. There's like 30 liveries, and so I haven't tried all of them, obviously. And you got a bomb there and 2 it looks like tanks, drop tanks. I'm thinking, I don't know. What does it say? Let's look under weights. It should tell us. Okay. So payload pilot. All right. So yeah. See, there's this big center tank, which they say center 1 and center 2, right? Oh no, or is that external 1 and external 2? I don't know. That's interesting. Well, we could find out because we go like this. Yeah. See, they disappear. Right, got it. So those are those. And this one here, if we take it off. So what we're going to do is we're going to fly without either. And we'll just kind of put a little more in here. In the wings. I think those are probably wing tanks. Perfect. Just to try it. All right, let's start. Okay, let's see if we can figure out where the power is. It's around here somewhere. Isn't it? Off. I don't know what that means. Off. Yeah, here. Fuel on. Right? Yeah. Or did I not do that right? I think that's right. The battery has to go on first. Is it here? Parking brake. Nose wheel steering. Fuel pumps, I think, need to be on. Although, I don't know about those. Down here is... One of these is the battery master, which I don't think we've hit yet. Right? Avionics master. Battery on. I think those go on. And engine start left. Crack the throttle. Does it look like some engine starting there? Hard to tell. I think it is. Where's my HUD brightness? Yeah, okay, a little bit more. We are starting to get left engine activity. I should say still say starting. It takes a while to get these engines going, not surprisingly. I don't really know. White smoke. There's a bunch of switches here, which don't really say... I don't think they do anything, but I like turning them on. Because they just say off and on. These two both say white smoke. Alright, it's fine. Alright, is this still starting? No. So now we can start right engine. Very good. Both engines are starting up. Oh yeah, canopy. Can we open the canopy? Emergency gear. Where would the canopy handle be? Oh, it's right there. It's quite obvious. Makes this great sound. And looks really good as it goes up. It's got this double hinges thing there. All right, engine number 2 starting up. Let's see. What other fun thing? Another really fun thing about this is when you land, you have to manually open up your chute. Okay, altitude, autopilot. It's all good. I'm just getting used to what we're warming up here. So Toulouse is just southeast, and we're gonna buzz it in this F5 canopy jettison. Okay, right. These generators are on. That's on. I don't know what it is. There we go. Okay, down here. Is there something we need to worry about? What's all these things here? Panel lights. Oh, cool. Formation lights, navigation lights, panel lights. Kind of cool. Okay, there's 2 sets of panel lights. Cool. I just want to see if our comms are on too, which they probably are not. All right. Maybe they are. Yeah, okay, they are. And then I'm looking at our annunciator panel. External tanks empty. We know that. Canopy's open and oxygen. Don't worry about oxygen. That's for the pilot, right? Where's our oxygen system? Is it located? It's usually kind of down here or on the sides. I'm not going to worry about it, but I'm just curious if there's an oxygen system. It's usually around here. That might be it. I don't know. Flare and chaff. Which I don't think we have. Anti-G, but it's kind of cool. Okay. Alrighty. We're getting ready to take off. Let's get out of here. We're going to head, southeast. Let's try south. Beautiful. I just love all the details. This one has the guns. Of course, they're not functional. Oh, and this one also shows that there's an APU unit, I believe. Oh, that might be local. All right, canopy closed. Canopy closed and locked. All right, come on, stop that. And there's what our view looks like here, pretty much. That side there. That side there. We're going to proceed to the runway. This plane is a beauty. Well, it's just a very intense aircraft compared to a lot of planes. Even bigger, operational F-16s, F-15s, not as impressive as in performance-wise, and just flying. That's a wild livery. But yeah, just the sharp note, that nose and the extended length of it. It's still a very small plane. Yes, I'm continuing. Thank you.
Roger, KNSH Niner Niner Niner.
It doesn't have thrust reversers, but it does have chutes. And we're approaching the runway. We're number 1 for takeoff, it looks like. Whatever that means around here. Then we'll check out Toulouse. It should be warm around there this time of year, though. It is southern France. Yeah, super hot. We're going to line up around here and prepare for takeoff here. Ask for ATC and flaps to 1/3 or half, excuse me, for this takeoff. All right, so we're gonna come in and make a nice little there, and then we do the throttle handle here. Throttle handle. Oh, let's do both. That way, all the way to the front. Whoa. Maintain 4 speed. That's full afterburner there. Whoa. Why am I doing that? It's almost getting off the runway there. Interesting. Gear up. Laps up. It's pulling hard to the left. All right, we do want to turn these afterburners off though. Which way's out? The other way, of course. So it's to the southeast directly. I think kind of this direction. Where's this at right there? Maybe it's something to see. What's this down here? A little jerky, but that's typical right around the airport. See some of the sportings. Hopefully this will give us enough of a landmark. Stadium de Toulouse. It does. That it does. That's like more of a racetrack, I think. So, like horse racing or some kind of racing. Maybe car racing? I don't know. But at least we get an actual stadium, which is on an island, it looks like, effectively. It's kind of cool. So TFC I'm going to go for is Toulouse Football Club. Would it be French? I don't know. It's something. Okay, now that we're in Toulouse, I'm going to take a look exactly. I'm going to zoom in here. See if there's any attractions. Yes, okay, there's exactly where we are. The stadium's right in the middle. The museum is up there. Okay, so which way is... Okay, the stadium is that way. It's on this little island. Which way are we heading? We're heading east over the stadium. So, if we want to hit the actual Toulouse, it's to the left there. Let's hit it. It's right up here. I think this is kind of how these streets are radially laid out here. Oh, or here. What's this here? Big traffic circle. What's this? This is called the Grand Ronde. big round, and the Grand Round, and the square Boulin Green, Boulin Green, I don't know. Boulin Green, that's what it is. Okay, but yeah, all roads kind of lead to, okay, there's more Toulouse. We got nothing Toulouse here, except our trip to Toulouse. And I will use that joke more than once. Beautiful, very nice. I mean, not dramatically wild, but still unique. But some kind of train center, maybe, I don't know. Buildings, very European. It's French. Remember Strasbourg, though. Strasbourg has a crazy architecture. What is this river, by the way? It is the Garonne. Garonne. What is it? The Garonne. Sheesh. Garonne River. I'd never heard of it either. This is good. Our speed is nice and low. There's luff in the engines here. I specifically took off the drop tanks because I wanted the plane to look sleeker. But we got plenty of fuel. That's the. You can see that the that airport is really right downtown. It's very close, like San Diego's is. Big, nice airport. Very modern. Apparently. Okay, so come down and back here around the river. Yeah, so Toulouse is kind of here on this side mostly, I think. That's kind of the train station there. Train activity. Or these roundabouts. That's the big one, big round. Well, let's get low and dangerous at some point. There's that stadium, and that's where the football club plays. We Americans might call it soccer, but we're wrong. I do like the effects on the Tiger when you pull G's, though. Very realistic. That absolutely happens. It's due to extreme low pressures at the top, on the top of the wings, in high lift conditions. Causes the air to get the water to get condensed out. All right, so from here, this is what this looks like. And by the way, if you're wondering what that circle is, that is the gun sight. So that's a calculated gun sight. It's supposed to calculate where your bullets are going to go. Believe. Or a bomb sight? I think it's a gun sight. I'm not 100% sure. You can, and it's supposed to be radar. It's taking into account bullet drop based on the distance you're targeting, I think. But it wouldn't be modeled. But it's unusual. Other HUDs in this game don't have that round circle that moves around kind of independently. That I believe is modeling where your bullets are going to go. But I'm glad the game doesn't have actual combat. Okay, we're heading basically south and west. Now, eventually, since we're already in southern France, if we go too far southwest, we're going to hit Spain. But if we go south and east, we'll hit the Mediterranean. Oh, it's a ways. This is the outskirts of Toulouse, I guess. Still, it's pretty big. I mean, it's the biggest city pretty much in southern France. It's the regional capital. We're heading southwest. Yeah, there's really nothing this direction till we get to those mountains, the Pyrenees, and then you're in Spain. Well, we could turn this way and head south, and head mainly east. It's pretty though. That's the thing about flying over Europe. I just always like vibing out on the scenery, and that's not true of everywhere. You can go anywhere in the world, but it's not true that the scenery is going to be as vibeable. Yeah, I also, by the way, I just want to point out if you're on happen to be watching me on Twitch and thinking, boy, chat is quiet. I rarely get people talking to me on weekends, but it gets quite feisty during the week. I get Monday, no stream on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, and people will talk on chat, believe it or not. All right, so for fun, because I haven't tried it before, and I'm always trying to do things, and I want to see. We're going to head this direction, but I want to see if I can get it. Okay, so our heading is about 96 degrees. Heading. Let's set it to. This thing really hard to set. Oh, wrong direction. There we go. 96 degrees, heading. Hold on. 96, this is a little pain in the ass to change. I bet there's another one I can use. Alright, that's fine. Autopilot on. Heading select on. Now let's try altitude hold mode. Okay. Flight control. Auto throttle's off. Perfect. Altitude selector. That work? It does. Cool. We can select an altitude, vertical speed. Perfect. These are just pilot names. Remove chalk and flags. Okay, we don't need that. Alright, and now we are, it looks like, on autopilot. You can appreciate the sounds and sights of the North American F-5 Tiger. In this, is it Russian Navy? I don't know what that's supposed to be. Well, no, it can't be. It's got our American Air Force on it. I don't know what a red star would be. We must have a red star brigade somehow. I'm not sure about this livery, but I like it. It's under the bottom. It's pretty cool. By the way, there's a hook back there. I've never really noticed that there's a hook for landing on carriers. But the question I have is, how do you activate it? Because I don't think I remember seeing a hook. Parking brakes. Oh, is it this? This doesn't seem to seat adjust. What does that say? Shoulder harness. That's not the hook. There's a hook, but my question is, how do you lower it? Flaps are here. These are air brakes. A little red button or something. It's usually something pretty well marked. Okay, nothing there screams hook to me. That's canopy. None of these are going to be hook related. I'm not opening up the cockpit. These are fine. What's that? Lower. Yeah, but lower what? Let's zoom in and see what it says. Oops. Windshield de-ice. Rain off. Cool. This says comm antenna. Auto. Okay, interesting. Cool. I think we're gonna find it. We're gonna have to hide this. Okay, TACAN, nav mode. By the way, if you're coming in now, what I'm looking for specifically is the lowering that thing on the bottom, which is a tail hook. You can see it there. It's clearly designed to lower, and that's a tail hook for landing on a carrier, which would be cool. But I didn't even know it had one. Okay, landing lights. Emergency gear handle, no. I would think it would be flaps indicator. Ah, I think I found it. Extend hook. It extended the hook. Nice. Okay, so we're learning something. How do you get it up? Okay, just push it again, it comes up. It doesn't tell you the state, but now I know how to lower the hook. I am happy now. All right, where's the nearest aeropuerto? Actually, we got some time. I just want to see, are we even... Okay, that's La Montaña Noir night. I want to be heading towards Carcassonne, which is southeast. It's that direction. We're going to make a right turn here. There. I think that's the right direction. Villeneuve. Not sure though. Oh, Villeneuve. Yes. Perfect. So we'll be heading a little further southeast. Perfect. We're close though. Perfect. We're going to change to about, why is it doing that? That direction. That's why. Perfect. Okay, we're still in autopilot on. Heading on. Let's do hold mode. Perfect. Okay. But the fun part is landing. As I mentioned, in addition to doing the other normal things, you have to get ready to bring your chute out, which also brings out some air brakes that you have on the side there. They're actually the flaps on the bottom. Looks like it's a little nicer weather as we head further southeast. That's cool. I'm starting to figure out where everything is, specifically the hook. This is all calibrations, inoperative, bombs, mode, doesn't do anything. Missile volume. That's a warning tone. Okay. That's parking brakes. Okay. And it does have a really cool radar system, which I think is functional. What's this here? And that guy, I love the reflections. I mean, they did some work on the graphics, checking all this stuff out. Engines. This is the engines, okay, on the right side. Nozzle temperature, pressures. Cabin pressure, dump cabin pressure. None of these are too much of anything. Oh, these. Do these do anything? Just the one tricky. Oh, GPS and nav mode. Okay. Then that's the master. Okay, don't do that. I guess I don't think anything moves. It does. Wonder why I say oxygen normal. It says oxygen regulators. I'm wondering why I'm getting an external oxygen warning. I wonder what this system is for. Normal, master, low. Does it say? I zoom in real well. This system here, code, reply, test. I think it's communications. Oh, IFF. Okay. I don't know why the oxygen supply is reading low. Don't think it's important. Right? I mean, I know it's not, but I'm just curious. Anti-ice. Cavity temperature. All right. I think we're all good. Okay, yeah, so we're getting to these hills here, which means the valley is kind of that way, right? Make a little left turn here. Lots of little airports around. We could probably land pretty soon. As I say, it's really fun to land this plane, or at least it's a challenge. It's a fun challenge. I mean, there's nothing too major about it, except the because we're probably gonna not put out our actual speed brakes in advance. How big is this airport? Let's find out. Bituminous. Okay, that's concrete. 3,200 feet. Marginal. Let's try it. LFMZ. Autopilot off. Let's see if we can land here. Well, first I'm going to fly over it and get a feeling for it. What if the gun sight could be turned off, though? It's a little distracting on the HUD. I bet there's a way of doing it. In fact, I wonder if you turn these off. It won't affect that gun sight. No, it didn't affect that gun sight. That didn't do anything for that. Okay, good to know. Okay, so what do we got here? Okay, we got a tiny, tiny runway. I like it. Tiny runway. Let's land there. Okay, we're on the upwind leg.
Lima Foxtrot Mike Zulu traffic KNSH 9er is on upwind runway 26.
Jeez. Let's give it a whirl. I mean, at least if we run off the end of the runway, we got some farmland. And the issue is it could take a while to get this, it seems like there's a delay on getting that, the chute to deploy. If it came out right, real as smart as I wanted to, I think you could land at a little airport. Let's find out. All right, slow down, so we can slow down enough to bring our gear down. There we go. The gear drop. The gear will drop. The gear drop. It's beautiful. We're gonna check that out later. The quality of this the model is amazing. Let's turn. We're gonna turn here. juice. There's airport. Hey, I've been streaming, but it's good to see you again. Yeah, I've done a few Finland streams, so or in Iceland. You know, we haven't done Iceland in a while. Done a few Finlands. Do Norway. This is southern France, though. And the Tiger. Let's try to not stall out. 155 is good. But, okay, flaps full. This is a tiny postage stamp of the runway. I don't think we're going to be able to stop. 147. 148. Whoops, what did I just do? Press the wrong button. Well, okay. Oh, this is not, we'll go way too fast. Okay, let's try this again. Yeah, it's not very realistic, but let me see if I can try this again. It's not very realistic, but we're gonna go around again. Way too fast. Not even funny. We're gonna do it right this time. Yeah, it's probably an evolved. But I think I did. Your hometown is just north of Helsinki. Just northwest, the little town. Flew over it. It's somewhere in there. It was a while ago, but yeah, we know we did. All right, I'm really gonna see if I can do this. We should have lost our gear, but I don't care. It's a game. The plane is fine. There's no damage in particular. Okay, so but I just don't want to land at 140 when I should be landing at 90. And that's all I gotta say about that. All right, 150. That's too fast. Okay, so here we are here. Let's not panic. 150. 146. Airspeed is the critical thing. I am starting to lose. Like I'm back on the stick all the way. So yeah, it's tough. Back on the stick. So yeah, much below 140, and you can't even. You're gonna stall out. Oh, too low. We're gonna have to try to land this time anyway. Okay, 0. Oof. Yeah. No. And then it just wants to take off again. Yeah, something's wrong with the model. It just wants to bounce all over the place. That's not right. All right, I'm gonna take this off again. Let's hold on. There's something going on with the way the plane's landing, and I don't know what it is. It's either I'm going too slow or too fast. I think too slow. But it sure wants to go like this as soon as I. We're gonna take off and try it again. I got a little bit of time. But I think if I try smoother landing, it seems, boy, if I try to land anything less than 140, it's like I could barely keep it off the ground. All right, we're heading off again. Afterburners means no issue getting off the ground. Although again, it wants to kind of veer a little bit. These high speeds. Okay, gear up, flaps up. A little distance. And we're certainly not too heavy. We're not overweight. It's a little tiny postage stamp. And I do think we need a longer one. But that's why it's a challenge, you know. If it were easy, it wouldn't be as fun for me, at least. We're going way too fast. We're going to slow down again. Bring the flaps out. Make the turn. We don't need this up. It turns a little funky sometimes. I almost feel like the rudder makes it want to turn the other direction than it should. Like the rudder should make it go to the right, and it's turning to the left. Yeah, I think there's a bug there. I think the rudder's bugged. Because it's turning the opposite way that it should. Oof. Now that I realize that, I realize what the problem is. Interesting, though. Unless there's some setting. Do I have to turn this switch off? No, it's still wrong. It should be pushing. You can see how it should be the other direction. All right, I wonder if I can land. But now that I found that that's a bug, I don't really want to use this plane as much anymore. I mean, can you just land normally, kind of? Yeah. Look at that. That's not right. You know, I mean, it just barely touched it. Yeah, I think there's a problem with the F5. Oof. Or with the game. I want to try a different plane right around there, or in a similar area, and see if it has the same issue with wanting to bounce like that. Because it could be a simulation issue, and it could be an issue. The other thing was, where were we? We were like way down there. It doesn't really matter. I'll start somewhere else. Start in America. Doesn't really matter. Okay, how long is this one? Perfect. Not in the Tiger, though. That's a plane I think has a problem, but something that has a similar, something of a similar speed to it. It's too bad, though. I really like that plane. I didn't realize until just then that the rudders are reversed, but I want to make sure it's that plane and not all my planes. Sure, we'll take this out real quick. Hope everyone's having a good time. After this, I'm going to bring my piano in. We're going to play piano in about 10 minutes. I'm having some Diet Coke. I'm having a good time. The thing is, when you push the right button on the rudder and you see the rudder deflect that way, it should push the back of the tail this way. So you should yaw to the right. It was yawing to the left. And every time I look at that, I'm like, ooh, I'm pushing to make it yaw right, and it's yawing to the left. I want to check, but it was steering correctly on the ground. So what we're going to do here is first I'm going to look at this. This is a different plane. Let's check all the control surfaces. Control surfaces go up and down. Now check the rudder there, okay? We go from above, especially you can see it. I push the right button, it moves to the right, and you'd expect the plane to move the front of the nose to move to the right. Move to the left. It was doing the opposite on the other plane. It was going. I tried it repeatedly. Okay, parking brake on, full power. There we go. Parking brake off. Not a particularly strong plane, but it'll get us off. It'll get us there. It'll get us off the ground. It'll get us off. Well. But the first thing I want to check once we're off the ground, gear up, flaps up. Is, okay, this plane is correct. When I push the right, the plane yaws to the right. When I push the left, the plane yaws to the left. just like you'd expect it to. So basically a plane with reverse rudder controls. Well, it wasn't the problem is the controls are right because I was watching the deflection. There's something wrong with the aerodynamics of the plane where it was literally reversed. I wonder if that's some kind of weird feature or bug of that plane, but the idea that it needs to roll that direction. And so what I was doing was trying to do a coordinated turn. A coordinated turn is when you turn your wings at an angle and then you move the rudder all the way or some percentage of the way. You stay at that angle, you get a much steeper, it's called a coordinated turn because you're getting a much more of a turn. You just have to maintain the angle and keep your rudder, and then you can kind of stay there. So I was trying to do that, but every time I was doing that, it was effectively pressing the wrong button. So I was doing this. It was like, I'm on the right, I can't make a coordinated turn. And until, of course, I guess once you realize that it's reversed, you can compensate. But that's the only plane that I have that it's reversed on. So I'm going to write a nasty letter to Demos and ask them why my F5 Tiger's rudder controls go backwards. Or why the aerodynamics seem so far off. I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again after stream and see if it does that. But I like this. I also just got this F-86. Fantastic plane. Very beautiful. Look, it's got that beautiful jet stuff going on inside there. It doesn't have an afterburner. That's just the combustion. You can see effectively view the combustion chamber. All right. So the interesting thing on this one is the flaps are a little tricky to set because there's no mid position, which is what you need. Other than that, it's not that hard plane to land. Okay, we've got some good separation here. So we're going to start to put the flaps down a bit. So go flaps, and then flaps. And that puts them down just the landing amount. Okay, gear down, and we'll make our turn. And this time we'll make a correct, coordinated turn, and it will do the correct thing. Unlike that other plane, where it was not coordinating. Don't really think we need air brakes, but you can also position the air brakes, which are these flaps that come out from the side of the plane. I think we'll be okay without them. We'll just go to full flaps to slow us down. That we can do there. More gas. Less gas. A little bit of a bump there. But at least it didn't go crazy. Yeah, there's something really wrong with the did my air brakes come out? They didn't. I was wondering where they would come out automatically. But how do they come out, speed brakes. You know, not helpful, but that's what they look like there. You can see them come out. Probably should have I thought the speed brakes might come out automatically, but now that I know they don't, you probably should put them out before landing. It's recommended in the manual. But we're going to admire this plane, that's for sure. Okay, so the F5E, I have to write a strongly worded letter, because I paid money for it. That F5 Tiger. I'm going to confirm it again before I write a strongly worded letter, but boy, reversing the, having it go go the wrong way when you rudder it, makes it impossible to fly. And when it lands, it immediately flies off into the sky again. And the thing is, I think they just updated it. I mean, because I float a bunch, and I think it's got an update, and I think it's messed up since the update. Or let's put our air brakes back in. Speed brakes, that's what they call them. But they are air brakes. There's also speed brakes release. Okay, flaps are up. Canopy, right? Canopy. No, it's around here somewhere. Engine. Oh, it's over here. Canopy. There it is. This is in America somewhere, but I don't even know where. But that's going to be it. Let's park here. Maybe do a screenshot. Look at what we got. That's MiG-29, or that? No, it's the. Yeah, it is. I believe that is a MiG-29. Weird. Well, we learned something. Okay, parking brake on. Right. Okay. Engine master off. Battery off. No, I believe it's open, please. Hey, well, that was interesting, though. It was interesting in that. I mean, I'm not happy there's a bug in that Tiger, but I'm glad I checked it out. I'm glad, I confirmed it. It's just not flying right. By the way, that's the Mitsubishi Zero in the back, but it's a version that has floats and no landing gear, which is why it's kind of doesn't look like it has landing gear. It shouldn't be at this airport, but hey, that's a great model. I mean, I love that too. All right, we're gonna take a picture like right around Royal Canadian Air Force. Awesome. Like right around there. But you see things like the like how there's you can see there's 3 gun ports on each side. You can see how there's discoloration from the whatever we call it, and all the text on the plane is very legible, very high resolution. All right, do like that. That's perfect. Screenshot, and then give me a couple minutes. I'm gonna bring my piano in, which is right over there. I'm gonna bring my piano in, and there will be a Ken's Lounge session. We're gonna be. By the way, has anybody been talking to me on YouTube? By the way, do I use a joystick? Thank you for asking. I have this beautiful. Sorry, you probably asked a while ago, Evan. By the way, it's an Xbox Bluetooth, with the newer ones, not the newest, but the newer ones. That's hooked up to a PC. But yeah, I use this joystick. I also have a 3-foot pedal unit. Certain planes, such as the Dornio D31 and the Osprey V22 Osprey vertical plane, you need to have another set of foot pedals that I use. Excuse me, specifically to do things like change the angle in flight of the nacelles or whatever. It's technical, but yeah, I use the joystick, but I also have foot pedals. Although I don't use the foot pedals for the obvious thing, which is for rudders, because they're not good for that. They're just buttons. Okay, so we'll see you in about 3 minutes. 01. Yeah, that'll be fine. Let me like coat here. Okay, are we working? Let's find out. All right, seeing some activity on the meter. Seeing some activity from the cameras. Well, welcome to Ken's Lounge, everyone. Relax, sit down. It's a mellow Sunday. Second here, just my little stool. Comfy there. I always want to be comfy. There's the kitty. A little Diet Coke. Diet Coke. We got plenty left. And as you guys know, the stream is pretty much powered by Diet Coke. Great time. We're going to just thank you very much, by the way. Yeah, gosh, people, thank you so much. I don't know, don't necessarily want to chat, but they're there watching on the shows or whatever and watch me do my little thing. And I just want to say I really appreciate you. Thank you very much. But I'd be doing it anyway, even if you weren't watching. So, it's hard. It's a two side of that's one there. been shot. I keep it with your letter, done up in blueprint blue. That sure looks good on you. And when you smile for the camera, I know I love you better. Peg, I could be shot. Wait, what are the lyrics here? Why am I trying to sing a song without lyrics? I know I can't. Let's do it right this time. I like singing it, by the way. So it's okay. Okay, no, that was right. I like you. I keep it with your letter. That was right. Okay, I do know the lyrics. Done it in blueprint blue. That sure looks good on you. And when you smile for the camera, I know I love you better. Peg, it will come back to you. Peg, it will come back to you. Then the shutter falls. You see it all in 3D. It's your favorite foreign movie. My little friend, let me take you by the hand. Freddie, getting ready, rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. We'll be rocking in the projects, rocking down along the Strand. Freddie, getting ready, rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the band. And Johnny is my main man. He's the keeper of the keys. He'll put your mind at ease. He's guaranteed to please, backed by popular demand. Look around, my little friends. Jubilation fills the lands. Freddie, getting ready, rock steady when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the when Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. When Johnny strikes up the band. Yeah. Voice a little break here. Have some Diet Coke. Play some instrumentals. Do 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 do. By the way, if you're enjoying yourself at Ken's Lounge today and Sunday, it's a Sunday, but the bar's open. All I ask is that you settle yourself up to the bar. You order a fancy cocktail of some kind, not a well drink or a beer, like an expensive cocktail, okay? For yourself, not for me, for you. And be sure to tip the wait staff generously. They have on average 7 kids. That's a lot of mouths to feed, you know. Anyway, you get the picture. Oh. I don't get all of them perfect. Ice. All around me are familiar faces, worn down places, worn out faces, tired and bright and early for the daily races, going nowhere, going nowhere. Their tears are filling up their glasses, no expression, no expression. Hide my head, I want to drown my sorrow. No tomorrow, no tomorrow. And I find it kind of funny, find it kind of sad. The dreams in which I'm dying are the best I'd ever had. It's hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. When people run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad world. Children waiting for the day they feel good. Happy birthday, happy birthday. Made to feel the way that every child should. Sit and listen, sit and listen. Went to school and I was very nervous. No one knew me, no one knew me. Tell teacher, tell me what's my lesson. Looked right through me, looked right through me. And I find it kind of funny, I find it kind of sad. Dreams in which I'm dying are the best I'd ever had. I find it hard to tell you, I find it hard to take. People run in circles, it's a very, very bad world. Bad world. Bad world. Enlarging your world. Okay, I'm gonna do a couple more songs. My voice is, I think my throat's starting to hurt a little bit. Not from singing, gotta be something else. Do. So hopefully I come down with something. I'm gonna try one more song, but it's a lead, it's scratchy. It's not too bad yet. Let's just see what happens. If I do one of these. James Taylor-y songs. It's called Another Day. James Taylor. Let's see, okay, can I do my selection here? Very good. Goes a little like this. Oh, wake up, no, C sharp minor. Wake up, Susie, put your shoes on. Walk with me into this light. Finally this morning, I'm feeling whole again. It was a hell of a night just to be with you by my side, just to have you near in my sight, just to walk a while in this light, just to know that life goes on. Wake up, Susie, put your shoes on, walk with me into this light. Another night has gone, life goes on. Another dawn is breaking. Turn and face the sun. One by one, the world outside is waking. Morning light is driven away from the shadows that hide away. And night has given away to the promise of another day. Another day. Another chance that we may finally find our way. Another day. The sun has begun to melt all our fears away. Another day. Another day. Oh, wake up, Susie. Put your shoes on. Walk with me into this light. Okay, that wasn't too horrible. What's after this one? Oh, when I feel as though my love is sinking down, the sun doesn't want to shine. When it feels like she won't face another day, life is unkind. She's frozen in time. Here comes another gray morning. A not so good morning after all. She says, well, what am I to do today? With too much time, so much sorrow. She hears the baby waking up downstairs. She hears the foghorn crawling out across the sound. The repetition in the morning air is just too much to bear. No one seems to care if another day goes creeping by, empty out of shame, like an old unwanted memory no one will claim. Clouds with their heads on the ground, she's gonna have to come down. She said, move me, locked up inside. Well, I didn't understand her, God knows I tried. She said, make me angry, but just make me cry. But no more gray morning, I think I'd rather die. Maybe one more of these. I'm having fun. Maybe. I was going to do Going Around One More Time, but we're going to do Share the People instead because I like it even better. And it goes like this. You can play the game, you can act out the part, but you know it wasn't written for you. Tell me, how can you stand there with your broken heart, ashamed of playing the fool? Well, one thing can lead to another. It doesn't take any sacrifice. Oh, father and mother, sister and brother, if it feels nice, don't think twice. Just shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna work out fine if you only will. And shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. You can't run, but you cannot hide. This is widely known. Tell me what you plan to do with your foolish pride when you're all by yourself alone. Won't you tell somebody the way that you feel? You can feel it beginning to ease. I think it's true what they say about the squeaky wheel, always getting the grease. Well, better to shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be just fine if you only will. What I'd like to do to you is shower the people you love with love. Show them the way that you feel. Things are gonna be much better if you only will. Shower the people you love with. Show them the way that you feel. Shower the people you love with love. That's the ending. Show them the way that you feel. Feel every life. Little rain must fall. A little rough there at the end, you know, that song, because they stopped the chords. I don't know why they did that. Oh, that was fun. You know, seems like it just gets started. I hit that go button. I don't like to go more than like an hour and 45 minutes to 2 hours. Sets a bad precedent. But I do like to go at least, you know, an hour and a half. So we're right in the mid-range there. I think I'm going to call it for today. The good news for those people who are sad about that is that tomorrow will be another stream. And Tuesday there won't be, but Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. Going to keep going. Tomorrow's stream is going to be a guitar stream following the hello webcam part one, a guitar stream following the the regularly scheduled flight simulator segment, which of course as I have not planned yet. I am going to be rating Carol Burnett, as always, in my time of the show. Carol Burnett, the inspiration for my show. Well, the two inspirations are Diet Coke and Carol Burnett, although I think Diet Coke came after Carol Burnett. It's in the timeline. Well, that'll keep me going the rest of the afternoon. So we're going to rate Carol Burnett. Before I go, I'm going to say thank you. Thanks to Carol Burnett for inspiring me. Thank you to Tim Conway, Harvey Korman, Lyle Wagner, and the incredible Vicki Lawrence for also inspiring me. And also that I do this at the end of every show. I'm so glad we had this time together, just to have a laugh or sing a song. Seems we just get started, and before you know it, comes the time we have to say so long. Goodbye till tomorrow, everyone. We're going to raid Carol.